Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Trails of Cold Steel Part 4. In the previous video we fought through the tutorial dungeon, battled the legendary Gargoyle of Infinite Pain, eventually figured out the specific strat you need to use to beat him, which is just constant delays. AT delay is back on the menu, and now we have started Chapter 1. And we're talking old Elliot as we make our way to school.
It's funny. I went into this thinking combat practice would be the toughest part of the curriculum. Never would have guessed the academic side of things might give it a run for its money.
Well, strong in body and mind is pretty firmly embedded into Imperial culture.
That and invading your neighbors.
I do get what you mean, though. I figured I'd be able to coast through the year, but I've had to very quickly reevaluate that.
You too, huh? I wish I were as smart as Machias or Emma. They don't seem to be having any problems at all. But then, Emma got the top score on the entrance exam, and I'll bet you anything Machias wasn't far behind.
I'm sure. Eustace and Elisa are apparently doing really well too, as are Laura and Gaius.
Seems like we're the odd ones out.
Really? Guess I'm just gonna have to suck it up then. Though I really do hope they don't mind.
Huh? I'm not sure I follow.
Oh, sorry. You got me thinking about Eustace and Laura. I've been talking to them the same way I talk to everybody else, but they're both nobles, right?
No one cares. Literally, no one cares. Shut up about the nobility. Shut up about the nobility.
And Eustace's family rules over the whole eastern side of the empire, so it kind of feels like I should address them more formally.
Nah.
Well, they both said it was okay.
He's J-Dog.
So I wouldn't worry about
That's
it too
it.
much.
That's what his name is now. He's gonna have to learn to accept it.
Though you probably shouldn't go picking fights with Eustace every chance you get, like a certain someone else.
Oh, I don't plan on it. I'd hoped they'd get along a bit better over time, but if anything, things seem to be spiraling downhill fast on that end. When the two of them are in the same room, there's just this constant tension in the air.
It's not all Machias either. Eustace seems to enjoy provoking him at every opportunity. I can't even imagine what it would take to make them see eye to eye at this point.
Yeah, I wish there was something we could do to help them get along.
That man's a robot. He walks like a robot. Pretty sure he is an android
And that's where we'd
synthetic
be if we weren't in
machine.
Class 7. Dormitory number 2, for all the common folk like us.
Yeah, I guess so, huh? I'm still kind of shocked that Class 7 gets to have its own dormitory. Though, to be fair, I think that building was abandoned till this year. Seems like they renovated it just for us.
Monsters and
Well,
all.
they did a good job. It's got a nice feel to it. I just wish it were a little closer to the academy.
Hey, you're in our way.
Oh, dude.
Step aside.
It's Ken from Digimon. I always associate, I can't remember his name. Something like
Class
Prince, I want to
7.
say, is the voice actor's name. I always associate him with Ken from Digimon because I've watched that so much as a kid.
Is something the matter?
He's
You're
also
just
my
a
boy
ragtag
Fuyuhiko
bunch of
from
noobs,
Danganronpa.
Aren't you? Come on, we're leaving.
Yes, Patrick! A word of advice. You might be part of a special class, but that doesn't change who you are. Never forget your place.
So they're from one of the upper classes. This is why I hate talking to them.
Unfortunately, that attitude is all too common among the nobles. Thank goodness Laura and Eustace aren't like that.
Yeah, that would be pretty bad. That's the infamous dormitory number 1, where all the nobility lives. It's supposed to be super fancy inside, with maids and butlers and everything.
Wow, really? Guess that's our cue to pick up the pace.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, hey, have you picked out a club to join yet?
What?
Doesn't sound like you have to or anything, but it's probably a good way to meet people.
Oh, we gotta join the basketball club?
No.
Just shining some
still
balls
looking.
with the boys?
It's hard to decide on one.
polishing the balls, you know?
Stand, bow,
No.
be seated.
Oh, this dude's gonna tell us about mythology.
As I'm
And,
sure you're all well aware, the Erebonian
aliens.
Empire was driven to the brink of collapse roughly 250 years ago. This was brought about by the conflict we know as the War of the Lions. A civil war lasting several years, staged over the throne of the late emperor by the most powerful of his potential successors.
School would be a lot more interesting if it had a background music track to it.
But of course, I'm not here to tell you that. If I were, I think even young children would be able to pass this course. Rather, I'd like to discuss the effects this had on the Empire as members of the aristocracy were drawn into the war. Many hired mercenaries turned to looting and pillaging, and a similar trend could even be seen among some of the knights. The land was left utterly devastated, and morale was at an all-time low. But then, lo and behold, into this nightmare stepped a man willing to take a stand against this bloody war of succession.
Don't you think deification of a single individual is kind of bad?
He was a wandering prince who began to rally forces from the outskirts of the Empire, and would go on to make quite a name for himself. And that
Who could he
name,
be?
of course, was Dreikel's Rice Arnor. He would
Rice?
later become known as Dreikel's the Lionheart, the 73rd Emperor of Erebonia and father of the Renaissance. Not to mention the founder of this very academy. Dreikel's army was initially rather small in number, but as he traveled across the Empire, winning over the hearts of influential sympathizers, his forces rapidly increased. Now, the place where Emperor Dreikel's first began gathering his army was... Reinschwarzer.
Oh,
Would you
shit.
care to tell the class?
I don't know, dude. First started. How the hell am I supposed to know, dude? I mean, this is the only place that we know is in Erebonia, so I mean, we don't know what the hell the Nord Highlands are. So I'm gonna say this one, just because we've heard this city mentioned in the context of Erebonia. Nope. No, wait, I don't think that's it. I can't believe I don't know this. How am I supposed to know this? Ah. Nord Highlands? I mean, I thought Nord Highlands, but... Yo, it was the Nord Highlands, bro. Everybody knows that. A region northeast of Erebonia. Now, I know they've never been mentioned before, but they totally exist. Correct. You seemed hesitant, though. Was that question a bit too difficult, perhaps? Prince Dreikel's wanderings led him to the land of Nord, where he lived with the vagabonds for some times. It was there that he heard of the civil war taking place in Erebonia, and those vagabonds of Nord became his very first allies. Thanks. AP increased by 1? What? Academic points. Oh god. By making good decisions and acting appropriately and completing quests, you will gain AP. Okay, so this is like your detective points. So we've already been locked out of max AP, I bet, by getting that one question wrong. 15 ranks from B7 to AO. I mean, we will never, oh, okay, so for the first time, so you kind of are expected to get the answer wrong? In future instances, however, AP bonuses will only be given if correct answers are given from the start. Well, that's kind of
Nice
neat,
work, everyone.
I suppose.
You made it through another grueling day of classes.
Now, the chances of us getting
In case
maximum
you've been
are
living
basically
under a
0.
rock, please don't forget that tomorrow is your first free day.
Because basically, you know, in all these games, getting the maximum amount essentially requires using a guide.
It's not technically a day off, but there are no classes, so it's up to you what to do with your time. Why, you could go shopping in the capital if you wanted to. Or just do what I do and sleep all day. Sleep is so wonderful.
No, sleep is awful, dude.
Will the Academy's facilities still be open for our use?
Yes, I'd like to be able to use the free study area in the library myself.
Nerd!
Of course! This school shuts down for no one, so feel free to patronize any and all facilities as you like. A lot of clubs have meets scheduled for these free days as well, so anyone who's joined one should probably check on that.
I see.
I'll be certain to do so.
Also, before you leave, we should go over what's happening next week. On Wednesday, you all have your practical exam.
A practical exam?
What does that entail exactly?
Well, it's practical.
It's part of your combat training. You'll be graded on your performance, so make sure you're well rested and ready for battle by then. Might be a good idea to do some training on your own time too, just to keep from getting rusty.
Interesting.
I definitely don't like the sound of that.
Oh, and one more thing. After the practical exam is over, I've got another important announcement about a major part of Class 7's curriculum that I haven't mentioned at all yet.
What?
Here it comes.
So, whatever you choose to do on your free day, make it count for something. That concludes today's homeroom. Machias, if you'll do the honors.
Yes, instructor. All rise. Bow.
Never. A bow before no man. Or woe man. I'm a little worried about that practical exam next week. I mean, oh! Oh, it's so funky, dude. It kind of reminds me of the, one of the Crossbell City themes. Is it the one that plays during the Anniversary Festival that was super funky? I mean, I'm still just getting used to the staff. I'd be happy to help you train if you need a sparring partner. The gymnasium looks big enough that I'm sure we'd have no trouble finding a good spot for it. That's very kind of you to offer. I was planning on attending club practice today. Oh, so you've joined a club already? Which one did you pick? I decided to try for the band. Okay, that fits. That checks out. Though I'm not sure how much use they'll have for a violinist. I don't know why I was saying that so weird. I didn't know you played the violin. Did you just pick it up for fun? Yeah, something like that. How about you guys? Have you joined any of the school's clubs? I'm considering joining the art club. Art, huh? So no, that's not what I pictured for you. No pun intended. Do you have any artistic experience? I dabbled in it back home. Taught myself though, and I feel like this could be a good chance to learn proper technique. Wow, that's pretty cool. I'd love to see some of your work sometime. Oh, good, you're still here. Instructor? Is there a problem? No, I was just hoping someone could do a teensy little favor for me. There's something I need picked up from the student council room. Something you need picked up? What would it be? That's for me to know and for you to find out. All I'll say is it's something absolutely essential to your school life. And somebody needs to go get it, though it doesn't matter who. Any volunteers? Sure, I'll go. So I'll show up in the student council room and tell them you sent me. They'll know why I'm there, right? Teacher's pet. Wait, are you sure you don't mind? You two have clubs to go to, right? I'm still totally undecided, so this shouldn't be a big deal at all. I can look in on a few clubs myself along the way, in fact. Well, if you really don't mind, thank you. And they just run out as fast as possible. The student council room is in the student union building next door at the end of the hall on the second floor. It's open until quite late, so there's no rush. Thank you, my dear. I leave everything in your capable hands. Oh, okay. And little spins. Every JRPG protagonist needs to know how to do the spin. The student council room's on the second floor of the student union building to the east. Okay, I will never go. Is there a reason you're still here, though? Don't tell anyone, but I accidentally left the student register in here and forgot all about it. Good thing I remember, though, otherwise I've had to sit through another one of the vice principal's lectures. She's not exactly a conventional teacher, is she? So be careful about not going to wherever they want us to go. They won't let us go in? Alright. You're getting blasted. Oh, glorious day. We finally got a free day tomorrow. I don't know about you, but I'm going to spend the whole thing shopping. A little bit of retail therapy is just what the doctor ordered after all those soul-sucking classes. I'm ready to spend. You remind me of, lady from Zero and Azure. Shopping lady. Nothing relaxes me like having a violin in my hands. This academy seems really well equipped. This place not be so bad after all. I haven't trained in the art of the piano since I was not but a child. What do you think? Do I sound like a normal noble if I talk like that? I've been playing piano for a while though, and I thought it'd be fun to play here too. My name's Abel, and before you joke about that name ringing a bell, I'm head of the wing orchestra. The name's a bit misleading though, since we focus more on percussion and more than just percussion and wind instruments. If your interest lies in strings or something, we'll still be more than happy to have you. If you'd like to join, just stop by whenever you can. Have you decided on what club you want to join? I'm considering focusing my time on extracurricular activities during free days myself. Hopefully we can both make the most of our free day tomorrow. Who are you? Why are you talking to me? Oh my, what a delectable smell. Seems as though it's emanating from the cooking club. I just should follow my nose and grace with my cooking club. That's the joint right here. Ah, hello, and welcome to the cooking club. Whether you want to learn the essentials of cooking or research new exciting dishes, this is the club for you. You should definitely join if this whets your appetite. Dude, I can't read today. I've gotten too used to the voice acting. Oh, hello there. You're a class 7 student, are you not? My name is Mary. I'm the cooking club's advisor. Were you hoping to join? I'm afraid not. I'm just trying to familiarize myself with the campus. He seems far kinder than I expected a military academy instructor to be. That's fine. I happen to be the advisor for the art club and the wind orchestra too. If you're interested in joining either of them, we'll be sure to welcome you with open arms. Okay, what's this? Art room? I guess we have new members all of a sudden. Well, bully for them. I thought she said bully them for me, and I was like, what? I've got my own art to focus on. Couldn't the club head be a bit more friendly, or at least kind of welcoming? Creating art while I'm surrounded by art. Being able to paint in a place like this is an invaluable experience. Definitely not something I was able to enjoy back home. I should ask him about his home sometime. It seems like an interesting place. Sir? Lady? I wonder if joining this club was a mistake. Clara's supposed to be the head of the club, but she's so caught up in her own work, she won't teach us anything. Then there's Gaius, who seems a little hard to approach. Computer room is locked. Conference room is locked. Principal's office is absent. Hello. You're from class 7, right? Must be one weird class of stopping by the faculty lounge is how you spend your free time. I'm just coming to grips with the academy's layout. Even though I've been here for 2 weeks, I feel like I have no clue where anything is. Dr. Markov doesn't really have the air of a natural science teacher. He's apparently in charge of oral studies, so it makes sense, in a way. Anyway, just do me a favor and try not to fail any of your tests. I really don't want to think of new stuff for retest, and if nobody fails, I won't have to. I don't want to say that too loudly, considering your position. I mean, can't you just fail them? Oh, no, if we fail the nobility, they'll get real mad and, like, cancel our funding, so everybody has to pass eventually? Well, if it isn't Ring Schwarzer, what brings you here? Oh, don't tell me you want to learn more about the War of the Lions. Well, that's just fine by me. Allow me to guide you through the hectic history of the Middle Ages. As luck would have it, I just so happen to have 5 or so hours to spare today. That should be enough for a cursory primer. Thanks for the offer, but I wouldn't want to bother you. Once he gets stopping, not even audios can make him stop. Okay. Okay, courtyard, so this is the way out. If I remember correctly, the Student Union building should be east of the main building. Doesn't sound like it's too urgent though, so maybe I'll head over after familiarizing myself with the campus a bit. There's more to Thoris than just the main building and all its classrooms. There are many other facilities located on campus. The auditorium is used for events like the entrance ceremony. Although this building is normally closed, it will be open during certain events. The field is home to more athletic activities such as practical exams. Many sports clubs such as the lacrosse and riding clubs use this area to practice too. The gymnasium is used for general training purposes. There you'll find the pool and the training hall. Those two facilities are managed by the swimming and fencing clubs respectively. As such, the gym's usually a lively spot. This shack is very important. The engineering building is the de facto place for orbit maintenance and managed by the engineering club. While you can't enter it for now, you'll find yourself here again and again during your time at Thor's. Who are you, magical voice? The library holds a variety of papers and books for your perusal and serves as a handy space for study and research. You can also go there to brush up on all the Zemurian terminology you can handle. The Student Union building is a place for students to relax and unite, hence the name. The first floor houses some stores and a cafeteria. You'll find culture clubs on the second floor and even a salon reserved for upper class students on the third. A salon, eh? I do like that NPCs are marked on your minimap. A year seems like a long time, but it'll fly by if you waste it all studying. It was hard work getting into this academy, so we deserve to have some fun while we're here. Yeah, sure. Whatever you say, girly. Also, I didn't explore this wing. Custodian's room? What's up? You're a student, huh? Well, I'm the janitor, and this here's my room. If you ever need advice, just stop on by. I'll help you by in any way I can. Even if you bust a window or three, you can let me know. I won't get after you too much. Alright, you'll be the first to know if I start endangering the school's glass. Thor's has a long history behind it, so you can bet it's got a lot of rules. Wouldn't hurt you new students to give your student notebook a once-over. If you know the rules, you're less likely to break them. Can I give my student notebook a once-over? No? Okay. Oh, that's the exit? Nothing? What you guys doing? Oh, lost little lamb, worry no longer. For I, Vincent, the noble escort Florid, will take you wherever your heart desires. Noble escort? What does that even mean? It means you can buy me for 500 mira a minute. I was just trying to get to my club and then this weirdo started harassing me. All I wanted was someone to tell me where the music room is. Do you know? I mean, yes, I do know. Master Vincent is the only son of the Florid family. Despite his pedigree, however, it would be wise to take his words with a healthy degree of skepticism. For instance, while he may claim to be the noble escort, most women he offers his services to just reject him. Now, no need to be shy. Merely close your eyes and take my hand and trust me. Name the place and I shall guide you there like an elegant bird leading its chicks. Okay, whatever, weirdo. It's been about half a month since the entrance ceremony. I would imagine you're starting to get used to your life here. I know it's a lot to take in, but as long as you keep your head up, I'm sure you'll adjust soon enough. Dude, this place is huge. Here, you know that massive corporation, Kleist & Co? Well, this wee bam's Faye there. What? He thinks he's a pure ticket because his family was weird off. He won't stop talking about it either. Hey, actually, Dad, am I heading? What? Hey there, Becky. Have you decided to join a club yet? Here, how many times do I need to tell you? I'd stop asking like you're my mate. I'm joining the school store. Got a problem with that? Becky, that's not a club at all. I know, you think I'm daft or something. As usual, you continue to baffle me and presumably everyone else. What? You go have a wee giggle with your family's money. Meanwhile, I'll get a job and make my own money. Can't I waste a good academy life now? What? Wait, this is the student union building, right? We don't want to go here? No, this is the academy. It's locked. Alright, fine. I didn't want to go there anyway. Why is he in there? What's wrong? It's nothing. Well, I suppose I'll just return to the dorms for today. You seriously won't go in the library because Juicius is in... Juicius? Juices? Juices. I can't... It's gonna take a while for me to get that name down for some reason. You'll find books detailing key terminology on the second floor and a recommended reading corner on the first. The recommended reading corner is updated almost every month, so it's worth checking in on a regular basis. What's more, many books you find will be added to the book tab of your notebook for future reference. Okay, so can I like just add them and not, because I don't want to read any of the books until we have all the entries. I found a very exciting novel series here the other day. They're real page turners, so as soon as I finish one, I come right back here and grab the next one. Okay. What's up, buddy? Don't you have a club you should be running off to? Nope, I still haven't decided whether I want to join one. How about you? Same, none have managed to catch my interest so far. I'm in no hurry. If any have merit, I'll find out sooner or later. Well, it sounds like you have, yes. You do things at your own pace and own discretion, just like a noble. Doesn't take a noble to exercise critical thinking and sound judgment, at least in theory. If that's all you have to say, then leave me be. I'm not looking to be friends with you or anyone else. Oh, whatever, dude. We're gonna be best friends. Right. Sorry for bothering you. The more you say, don't be my friend, the more persistent I'm going to be. Recommended reading corner. Oh god, dude. Have we read this before? I don't know. We'll read it. Imperial Railways, a history. The Orbital Revolution of 50 years ago had a profound effect on Erebonia, much as it did on other nations on the continent. Much of it made its impact on weaponry, but I believe its influence on transportation was equally noteworthy. Specifically, the Orbital Revolution allowed the creation of railways for the first time. Before the Orbital Revolution, there were only 3 methods of transport available to Imperial citizens: horse, boat, and walking. Have we read this before? This feels super similar. Considering the sheer size of Erebonia, the situation was far from ideal. Traveling from the Imperial capital of Heimdall to I can't remember how they said it. The capital of the Cruzuan province, for example, took 10 days on foot and 4 days by horse. Such horses. I'm still not convinced horses exist. Such long journeys would be impossible to imagine for the Erebonian citizen of today. Changing all that, however, the Orbital Revolution's transformation of manufacturing, making the creation of mechanical engines possible for the first time. This marked a key turning point in the history of transportation, and Erebonia's first use of these engines was the invention of the train. 1158, the first orbitally powered vehicle to run on rail tracks was developed through the combined efforts of Professor G. Schmidt and a leading disciple of Professor Epstein in the Rhineford Company, known at the time as a weapons manufacturer. 1160, the freight line between Rohr City and Sachsen Iron Mine was completed. The first passenger railway connecting Heimdall and Rohr began operation. As a result of these developments, the concept of the Orbital Railway became widely known throughout the nation, and by 1175, a wide-reaching railway network had been created with Heimdall at its center. This rail nexus effectively connected the imperial capital with all the major provincial capitals. This was followed soon after by the establishment of railways in other nations on the continent, eventually leading to the creation of the Transcontinental Railroad 20 years ago, which has made transporting people, goods, and information all over the continent significantly easier. There is no doubt that the orbitally powered airships invented by the Liberal Kingdom and the family of automobiles developed in the Calvin Republic are also wonderful inventions. However, a half a century after the Orbital Revolution, it is an incontestable fact that railways are the most important method of transportation. Yeah, shut up, nerd. Okay, so we're done with that. We could read this stuff up here. I mean, is this like gonna be the... Like, okay, some of this is definitely new, but I think some of this is probably just gonna be rehashes of the lore and crossbow, I would guess. It's kind of... I don't think we're gonna read all this entirely unless we know it's new. Congregation of Divine Worship, Congregation of the Sacraments, and Nord Highlands, definitely new, are located northeast of the Empire and surrounded by the Isengard Range. Despite the harsh natural environment, they are populated by a tribe of nomads with their own unique culture. I mean, I'm guessing that's where Guy is from? Gaius? Given their proximity to both the Empire and the Republic, the Highlands have been a hotly contested territory for many years. What do you gotta say about crossbow? Between the Erebonian Empire and the Calvin Republic, while established an autonomous state, neighbors dispute the ownership. Crossbell City, never heard of it. I'm pretty sure most of this is just the same stuff that we see in Azure and Zero. The IBC, the International Bank of Crossbow, is a large banking organization which manages the vast quantities of money flowing into Crossbow. Interests expand beyond banking. They also are part of a doomsday cult. Imperial Chronicle. The Imperial Chronicle is a news organization headquartered in Heimdallr. It has built up a reputation as the Empire's most trustworthy news source over the course of its 120-year history. Last year, in an effort to diversify their news distribution, the company established Imperial Chronicle Radio to supplement their widely read newspaper. Bracer Guild is a non-governmental organization acting to keep the peace and protect civilians whenever its numerous and continent-spanning branches reach. Okay. We've seen all that. Unless I'm, like, sure the entry is new, or I feel like it's new. Well, the 4 great houses. This is maybe new, or at the very least, if it pertains to Erebonia, we'll try and read it. Is a collective term for the storied families who rule the 4 Erebonian provinces. Each controls a private provincial army and commands respect second to only the Arnor family. All 4 run their nearly country-sized provinces in accordance with the Empire's class system, but a push for modernization is increasing tensions between the 4 great houses and the Reformist faction. What do you like? What's the Erebonian bent to the 100 Days War? A war of aggression waged by the Empire against the Liberal Kingdom in 1192. The name is drawn from the 100 days between the start of the war and its church-mediated end. Initially, Liberal appeared to be at a significant disadvantage, with the Empire occupying a majority of their territory, but a single operation using the Nin Nu patrol airships turned the tide of battle. The reasoning for the war is not public knowledge, but the Erebonian Empire has since formally apologized to Liberal, calling the war a mistake born from an unfortunate misunderstanding. Man, some Thief B, dude. Okay, I think that's all of them. What about, is there any over here on this end that we didn't read? Okay. Can we talk to you? Welcome to the library. You'll be very familiar with it by the end of your tenure at this academy. It's almost a second home for some students. Not only do we have every kind of book you could imagine, but the quiet atmosphere makes it the perfect study spot. Feel free to come along whenever you'd like. We never turn away an inquisitive mind. Every type of book we could imagine, eh? I don't know if you should say that. Oh, wait, is this where we're supposed to go? No, I don't want to go in here, dude.
This should be the Student Union building.
No.
I know the cafeteria is on the first floor, but I wonder where the Student Council room is.
Hey there, first year.
Don't talk to me. Oh, what's up, Bandana?
How's it going? Academy life been treating you well this past half month?
Oh, yeah, it has. Guess he must be a second year. It's not easy, but I'm managing. Mostly. Though I have a feeling it's only going to get harder from here on out.
And we could have done without the gargoyle trying to kill us.
Of course it will. Your class is going to be more intense than the others too. But you just hang in there, okay?
Okay. Wait. You're a second year student, aren't you? Do you mind if I ask your name?
Hey now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. First things first, how about you let me show you this cool trick I've been practicing?
Absolutely not. Is this where you like pants us?
Trick?
You got a 50 mirror coin I can borrow?
Absolutely not.
I think so. Pretty sure I do anyway.
Cheers. All right, watch closely.
Huh?
Now, which hand is the coin in? Left or right?
It's in the bag.
It's in your...
Neither. It's in neither, dude. I don't know. See, it was... I'm gonna say left. I wasn't really paying attention.
Too bad.
Guess you win. I'm usually pretty good at following moving objects, too. Though, wait. You said this was a trick, which means...
You catch on quick.
Huh?
That's what I said.
Keep up the good work, man.
I assumed it was like he obstructed your view of it for a second with his arms and then it fell into his bag.
You're gonna need to be pretty tough to get through a year with Sarah as your instructor. Oh, and the student council room is on the 2nd floor, furthest room back.
You're not supposed to know that.
See you around. Have a good weekend.
Stalker.
Wait, my 50... Mira.
I told you, man.
He got me. Andy seemed to know I was heading to the student council room too. Somehow. Guy's good. I haven't met many of the second years yet. I wonder if they're all like that. Oh well. At least now I know where I'm going. Though if it really is open late, I guess there's no real rush. I might as well see what else people are up to in here.
Yeah. What's going on? So we can't go in here, but I'm gonna try anyway. This is the engineering building, isn't it? Doesn't seem like anybody's here. Any loot? Anything back here? No? Well, we can go to the old schoolhouse, maybe. Is this where we live? Or is this just where we were? This is the dungeon, but do we actually live in the dungeon? The front doors are locked. The old building's closed up tight now. Probably for the best, considering all the monsters roaming around inside. Or interior or no, I can't believe we were thrown in with them right after our entrance ceremony. Some welcome. I have no reason to be here right now, so I should start heading to the student council room. Monka? What was that? Was that just my mind playing tricks on me? No, there's something off about this place. It's definitely not just my imagination. All the more reason to keep my distance for the moment. I need to go to the student council room anyway. I'm curious about what just happened, but I suppose this isn't the time to be worrying about it. I need to head to the student council room. Alright. You say so. Blue Blanc, you better not be chilling in the basement of the old student house again. Let's see. Hit up the gymnasium. Did we talk to you? Yeah, you're the VV girl. Gardening club? Can we join the gardening club? It might seem a little quaint, but gardening is both fun and enriching. We'd love to have you join our club if you have so much as a budding interest. Get it? Because plants, they bud, and I said budding interest. What are you doing, dude? Wonder if I can find any good material for this month. What? Don't mind me. Just talking to myself. I do that sometimes. Actually, class 7 might end up being a treasure trove of material. Please don't add us to your spank bank. I don't really know what material means, but I don't like the sound of it. I guess this is where the fencing and swimming clubs are located. I'm not exactly what you'd call athletic, but it still might be worth checking them both out. I mean, we're at a military academy and all. There's not really much point in being here if I'm not healthy. What's with that guy? What does he think he's hot stuff just because he's a noble? I've never been able to get along with jerks like that. Can't see that changing anytime soon, either. What's with this guy? He just marched in here demanding to be made captain. How much are respecting your elders? Given your uniform, I can assume you're part of class 7. Yeah, I'm glad you can see colors, dumbass. Mind if I ask who you are? My name's Patrick, I'm from class 1. Class 1, huh? That's the one with all the nerds? I'm from Ring Schwarzer, pleased to meet you. Do you really think the feeling is mutual? I couldn't in good conscience say I was pleased to meet anyone from the pathetic group of nobodies calling itself a class. While you're at this academy, it would serve you well to remember your place. We wouldn't want commoners to start thinking a little special treatment makes them better than nobles now, would we? The thought couldn't have been further from my mind. Thanks for the advice. You guys are real peach. Want to say that again, asshole? I don't think I heard that right. Oh, of course. I'll say it as many times as it takes to get through your thick skull. As the best swordsman here, I should be named captain of the club. Did you follow that, or must I speak more slowly? yeah, I gotcha. You're so damn cocky. How about taking me a little one-on-one? Seems like you need a little attitude adjustment. I have no objections to that. Just remember, you challenged me, so I expect no whimpering after you lose. Just because you're a noble doesn't mean I'm not gonna beat your ass. You need to be brought down a peg, and I'm gonna be the one to do it. How could anyone be so upset over such a logical proposition? Very well, then if it's a match you want, then it's a match you shall get. You gonna fight? Welcome to the fencing club. I'm Friedel, the club captain. Shouldn't you be doing something about that? Well, I don't actually want to do my job. A number of interesting first years have joined us, so I'm curious to see how things unfold. Healthy competition amongst club members is always a good thing. Yeah, until somebody gets stabbed because you give them swords. Fascinating. I suppose there are some things we can only do while we're students. It looks like there's a lot I can learn in this club. And all they did was tell her to take her shirt off. It's for the sanctity of the club. Yeah, you gotta be completely naked. Swimming doesn't just strengthen your body, but your soul too. If and when you join this club, try and think of it as a goal. Any goal will do as long as you want to make it happen. Working towards that will always be a good way to help you become the you want to be. This guy's really got away with words. That just shows why he made me captain. Or why he made captain. I think this might be the club for me. Of course, let's not forget that swimming the perfect way to get cool when it's all is the perfect way to get cool when it's all toasty outside. Can't say I'd be surprised if some folks joined up just because of that. Okay. Anyone hiding out? Yeah, I do really like that you can, yeah. This is the girls' locker room. If I walked in, my death would be swift. Blissful, but swift. Can we go in the men's locker room? Anything to loot? Any stuff to take from the lockers? Okay. Well. That's all those guys. Get me out of here. Okay, we got the gym field, and then we're pretty much done. Well, I guess we can go to, I don't know if we can go to Trista or not, but we'll check that out if we can. Whoa there, those ladies in the cross get up are looking mighty fine. Be a crime against photography, I didn't snap some pics. Oh, what's up? So that's the Elisa girl I've heard so much about. She has a different air about her than the other first years. She's awful cocky for a commoner. Shut up. Elisa and I are taking a good look at all the clubs here. Would you care to join us? Emma, what are you saying? Right, I'm sorry, Reen. It's fine, don't worry about it. I mean, you know she wants it. Oh, are you here to join the lacrosse club? I mean, maybe. I'm sorry to tell you, but this club is for girls only. What? What kind of bullshit is that? When you think of traditional Erebonian sports, the word lacrosse should come screaming into your mind. The three key pillars of the sport are the three key pillars of youth itself: friendship, hard work, and success. So who's ready to make the most of their youth with us? Don't try to control yourself, Emily. You'll scare them all off at this rate. Or do try and control yourself. Well, she's passionate, to say the least. Joining a sports team does seem like it'd be interesting, though. Friendship, hard work, and success, huh? I never joined any sports team before, but they must be pretty fun if she's this excited. I'm not much for sports myself. I think maybe something like the literature club would be the best fit for me. Like some sort of Doki Doki literature club. We did see there was a chick named Monica. Welcome to the riding club. I'm the current captain, Lambert Mock, and this is my trusty steed, Whitcomb. Are you a new recruit by any chance? If you have the slightest interest, enjoy. Yo, it's a horse, dude! I just now realized it's a freaking real horse. They actually exist. I've been here. They've been mentioning that horses exist in this game, yet they've conveniently never shown up in any form whatsoever other than the Erebonian signal or sigil, or crest, whatever you want to call it. They actually exist, dude. The horses are real. They're not a made-up creature. Truly, truly incredible. Now, are we sure this thing's alive and it's not just actually an elaborate stage prop? It's not... I mean, it's kind of moving, but you could definitely fake that with machinery. Are you a real boy? Tell me, sir. Are you a real boy? Wait. Number of horses. Hey, wait. Can we go in here? Probably not, since it doesn't have the little thingy, but... Or the shot. As we go Omega speed. So we'll go pop by Trista, see if it'll let us go there. And if it does, then we'll explore that. And if not, we'll go to the Student Union. Yeah, they won't let us leave. Alrighty. Alright, that was a fairly quick little sequence of talkie talks. On the first floor of the Student Union building, you'll find both the cafeteria and the campus store. Please, heals, I need them. As you might expect, the cafeteria sells a number of different kinds of food. Meanwhile, the store sells combat equipment like weapons and recovery items. This makes it the best place to stock up on supplies or buy new equipment on campus. Hey there, have you come for something to eat? There are 3 things to know about our cafeteria's food. It's cheap, delicious, and served quickly, and we're proud of it. So if there's anything you want to order, just let me know. I will admit, the word cafeteria causes me to, like, lose my appetite. Because it's so associated with the school cafeteria, which was, like, truly... Like, the food they served should not have been allowed. Like, it was barely edible. And so anytime I hear the word cafeteria, I think of that, and it just makes me lose my appetite. I used to work in the kitchen at a noble's mansion, so this might be an academy cafeteria, but I can guarantee the quality of my cooking. If you want to try some, just say so at the counter. Yeah, can I get it for frickin' free? How much is a meal ticket for this place, man? They're charging like $1,000 a sandwich. Do we even have any money? We have 500 Mira. Did we actually lose 50 Mira from, old dude? There's going to be a lot of promising newcomers amongst the first years. It should be interesting to watch them all develop. I'm pretty curious about that Class 7 too. It's like they have a whole different curriculum than we did. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out. It's only April though, so they haven't gotten too bad yet, but I think we're in for a tough 2 years. Man, I always feel hungry after class. Man, why don't you go get something? The foods are pretty good. You gonna pay for it? Hey there, welcome to the campus store, or what will be the campus store once I'm finished setting everything up. I'm afraid I can't sell you anything today. Could I buy a sandwich? I don't know, man. I don't know if I can justify spending all my money. Granted, we will eventually be able to exchange, right? Or maybe we can already. I'll have to go back and look. Did you get any first years to join the literature club? We've got one of the photography club, but he's already showing up late and slacking off. He's lost in her own little book world again. Tall boys with glasses really are the best. Just thinking about them makes me all tingly. Shut up. Machias, how tall are you? I know you got glasses. Gone fishing. Sir? Another day, another beatdown by the nobles. I thought for sure I'd be able to win today. So, aren't you like 45? Why are you even in this school? Is this club ever gonna break its losing streak? Heal the Imperial Fishing Club. Maybe that's what we should join. Okay, is there anything else? Can we go down a floor on the map? I think we talked to everyone down here, but let's... Oh, wait, there's a third floor. The something? The Noble Exclusive Salon. Well, you know what? It'll be nobody exclusive when we burn it to the ground. This looks like the place. There's definitely still someone inside. I can sense it. Hopefully I'm not interrupting. Well, let's save first, and then we'll go bust in there.
Hello? Please come in. It's open.
I recognize that voice.
Do we?
Pardon the interruption.
Oh, you.
Oh, you're that girl.
Oh, yeah, you're like the student council someone, apparently? Student council president or something?
It's been about 2 weeks, hasn't it? Welcome to the student council room, Reen Schwarzer. Instructor Sarah sent you, right?
Yes. So, you're a member of the student council then? I wonder if she got moved up a few years. She looks even younger than Fee.
Is something wrong?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just wondering, are you a second-year student?
Or more like a negative second-year student.
I am, but there's no need for formalities with me. There's no junior or senior in my book.
My book ain't neither, so you weren't going to get it anyway. Hoa Herschel?
The name's Toa Herschel. I'm the student council president.
Ah,
President?
Uh-huh. Does that surprise you?
how many people voted in this election?
I'm sure I'll have plenty of opportunities to interact with you and the other first years during your time here. So if there's anything you need help with, you just come and let me know, okay? I'll do everything in my power to make it better.
Thank you. That's very kind.
Can I have a small loan of 1 million Mira?
She's seriously the student council president? That's hard to believe.
We'll pay you back when we become world-saving demigods.
So, the reason I've come here is because you're holding on to something for Class 7, right?
Oh, of course. Here you go. Yours is the one on top.
Let's see.
Oh, student notebooks.
Oh, our student notebooks. I completely forgot about these.
I'm really sorry it's taken so long. Class 7's curriculum is pretty different from any of the other classes. And you're even using a different kind of battle orbment, so yours had to be compiled separately.
Meaning these notebooks have information in them about...
Can't tell. Is that the same voice actress for Rise from Persona 4? I could hear it for like a split second in that line. I'm like, that sounds like Rise.
The Arcus, yes.
Yeah,
All the student notebooks double as instruction manuals.
It definitely
for
sounds
their
like it.
accompanying battle
I can't remember her
orbits.
name.
And the other first years are all using the same type as last year, so we could just reuse last year's template. But the Arcus type you're using works quite differently, so we had to write a whole new set of directions from scratch.
Okay, that makes sense. But wait, who's we?
Pretty much just me. Instructor Sarah asked me to do it on her behalf. Which means it's my fault this has taken so long. I'm really sorry.
Well, no, it's not your fault.
Oh, no. If anything, it sounds like we owe you a huge debt of gratitude for putting so much time and effort into it. Is that really part of the student council's job, though?
No.
It seems more like something our instructor should be handling herself.
Technically, you're right, but she's always so busy.
Busy doing...
And I help out the other instructors a lot too, so I don't mind lending her a hand from time to time.
What a nice person. Maybe a little too nice for her own good. I doubt she ever gets a moment's rest around here. So you just need me to give these to the other students in Class 7, right?
Yes, please. I really appreciate what you've all agreed to do too.
Huh? What do you mean?
I heard all about it from Instructor Sarah.
Oh, no.
She said you've agreed to help out the student council with our work, right? It's such a nice gesture. You're really getting Class 7 off to a great start here at the Academy.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Didn't you tell her that you wanted to help ease our workload?
No.
Something about wanting to better yourselves? To prove you were worthy of being a part of this prestigious new class?
Oh, no. Have we been tricked? Is this the trick she was talking about?
She said you were all really eager to help out, so I should try to delegate some of my duties to you.
Is this going to be like our quest source? I mean, I assume we're going to have to do like quests and stuff still.
Thank you, my dear. I leave everything in your capable hands. Mwah.
Moi, indeed.
I'm sorry. Did I misunderstand her or something?
No, she just lied.
Oh, how embarrassing. I didn't mean to start trying to force work onto you when you've only just enrolled.
There's no way I can turn her down. No. Instructor Sarah's absolutely right. Your plate is as full as I've seen, so if I can help you in any way, please let me.
Phew. I thought there had been a terrible misunderstanding there for a moment. But don't worry, I won't give you anything too difficult. It'll mostly just be fulfilling requests from people in the Academy and in Trista.
Requests?
Yep. Sometimes people send in feedback and list things they'd like us to do for them. And we try to help out however we can.
Can we tell them no?
I'll pick some up for you to do by the end of the
I mean,
day.
I'll do them
and
all,
drop the
but
list in your mailbox at
I'm
your
not gonna
dorm
be
tomorrow
happy
morning.
about it.
Will that be okay with you?
Somebody asks you to be like, oh, I lost my airline ticket. Could you go find it for me? Fucking piece of...
Sure thing.
Oh, I lost my
Thanks.
umbrella. Could you go find the umbrella for me? I don't know, what were some of the other, like... At least the umbrella one was like a tiny child, so I didn't feel as bad about it. The guy who's like, I lost my airline ticket, please find it for me? Fuck him. He's a garbage. Should've
Dusk
just...
already? What a day. Can't believe she wound up treating me to dinner in the cafeteria. And she's still got more student council work to do yet. How is she so busy?
Well, it seems like there's nobody else in the student council.
Hello? This is Rien Schwarzer speaking.
Guten Tag, my favorite little Wunderkind.
Don't talk to me.
I hear you had a nice little dinner date with the student council president. Ooh la la.
Don't... Once again, don't talk to me.
If this is how you treat your favorite little Wunderkind, I dread to think how you treat people you don't like. Would you care to explain why you've been signing me up for things behind my back?
I'll skip the details for now, but it's got something to do with the other part of your curriculum that I'll be announcing next week. I thought it'd be a good chance for one of you to do a little rehearsal before the main event.
And why does one of us have to be us?
And since the student council truly is busy, I figured, why not kill two birds with one stone? A fine plan, if I do say so myself.
I have a feeling half the reason they're as busy as they are is because of certain instructors. But alright, I'm happy to play along. Basically, you just want me to spend my free day tomorrow helping the student council, right?
Oh, that's entirely up to you. If there's a club you're interested in joining, far be it from me to force you away from it.
Yeah, but...
No, to be honest, I still haven't found one that really clicks with me, so that won't be a problem.
Gardening.
There is one question I'd like to ask, though.
That actually, we
Why
need to join
me,
the
exactly?
The equestrian club so we can investigate whether these horses are actually real or not.
This seems like the kind of task typically entrusted to the class president or vice president, so Emma or Machias. And even if you were choosing based on social class, Eustace and Laura were both born into noble families. I wasn't. So what makes me so special?
Once again,
exactly?
he put emphasis on the phrase on the word born there, which kind of makes it sound like he is a member of the noble class in a sense, but he wasn't actually born into it.
Well, in a sense,
I
you're
feel pretty
effectively at the
confident
center of Class 7.
that that's what they're going for, is that he's, you know, by birthright of the common class, but was raised as a noble.
Pardon?
In some sense.
I'm not saying you're its leader, of course. But in a class full of nobles, commoners, and exchange students, you in particular are special. Surely even you can see that, no?
Since I guess he's like kind of a dual member of both classes in a way.
Well...
That's why I decided to give you first dibs, so to speak. I wanted to get an idea of how things might go from here on out. There's never been a class like yours before, after all. So there you have it. The beans have been spilled all over the place. Ball's in your court now.
What the fuck is that noise?
Wait, what are you drinking?
Beer, of course. It's the weekend and I'm stuck wasting away in my room, imbibing libations. Alas, all by my lonesome.
We're gonna report you.
If only I had a classy gentleman friend who'd go out drinking with me. But woe of woes, such a man is nary to be found.
You're gonna be reported for harassment. And we're gonna win a big lawsuit.
Are you okay?
Never better. But you, in instead of trying to put everything in its place, why don't you just go with the flow for a change? It seems like you're desperately trying to find something. But if you don't plant yourself somewhere, you're just gonna blow away with the next big gust that comes along.
I mean, that didn't sound so bad.
And on that note, make sure you're back in the dorm by curfew and all transgressions will be forgiven. Toodles!
We didn't transgress, or not? You transgressed. Is that gonna be a running trend of people like
plant myself somewhere, huh?
like other people making the mistakes and then pretending Reen is the one who made the mistake?
She may have a
Or
few
acted out?
screws loose, but she's got a point. Maybe I should just try going with the flow and see what comes of it.
At the end of the day, or do we get to talk to people at nighttime? Okay, so that just kicks off chapter 1 in the unconventional studies. Afterwards, Reen returned straight to the dormitory, and after relaxing in his room for a while, he decided to walk around the dorms. You can now view the overall achievements and character tabs of your notebook. Both can be accessed by selecting this, pressing the select button. Got it. Alright, President Toa left me in charge of handing out everyone's notebooks. Tomorrow's our first free day, so I should get this done with tonight. You can explore Class 7's dorms on the night before each free day. Be aware, however, that the story will progress should you return to Reen's room. Alright, never go into room 201. Got it. Be careful. I assume it would ask us if we were to go back, but just in case. Pick in the door. Bacon room. Wonder if that implies a late transfer? I don't know if we saw everyone in, if there were other people not— I mean, that was like the other instructor guy, but I don't know if all the party members were in the flash forward. I mean, they could not join the game until like next, you know, I don't really know exactly how the format of this quadrilogy plays out. Hey there, Reen, something the matter? Toa gave me Class 7's notebooks to hand out earlier, so I'm just going around delivering those. Here's yours, Elliot. Oh, thanks. Anyway, were you playing the violin in here? Sorta, it's pretty late, so I wasn't really playing per se, just doing the fingering and motions. What? The wind orchestra is in meeting tomorrow, so I thought I should get in some practice tonight instead. Wow, you're really into your music, huh? I can't imagine most people being that invested in their hobbies. Your room's chock full of musical stuff, too. It's not that much, honestly. It'd be nice if the walls in these dorms were a bit more soundproof, though. Then I'd be able to play all night without bothering anyone. Spoken like a true music nerd. Hey, you can't call him a nerd, that's my thing. Can we borrow your violin and shred the fiddle with you? No? This should be Eustace's room. Who's there? It's me, Reen, your best friend. I've got your student notebook here. Very well. You have my thanks. Don't mention it. Mind if I ask what you were up to? I was simply reading, stuff. Normal stuff. Not illicit material. Oh, what kind of book? Biography I borrowed from the library. Why must I indulge you with mundane little questions? Huh? While we may live in the same dorm, the two of us are perfect strangers. Your proximity to me does not give you license to intrude on my private life. What? You're right, I'm sorry about that. Pay it no mind. Also, I suggest you be more mindful of when and to whom you volunteer your time. Otherwise, people will be more than happy to simply use you at every turn. Hey. That's why you have no friends. Was that meant to be a warning? He doesn't seem like an easy guy to make friends with, that's for sure. But maybe he's got a good heart. So there's nothing there. Ian and Reen, what's up? Actually, I was just looking for you. Got your student notebook here. Here you go. Oh, I was wondering when that'd come. Thanks. Sorry to make you out of your way to deliver it. No worries. Your room's got a really distinctive feel to it. What's that hanging on the wall? Oh, it's a sort of ornament made in the Nord Highlands. I thought it'd be a nice way to bring— okay, so he is from Nord Highlands, which is what I assumed. To bring the spirit of my homeland along with me. I see, it really does give the whole room an exotic feel. You got your brushes out too, so I'm guessing you're going to spend tomorrow painting? Yeah, I'm planning on heading over to the art club. Feel free to come along if you feel like it. Will do. I'm trying to do this with one hand because I'm trying to grab my water. This should be Machias' room. Who is it? It's me, Reen. I got something here for you. I'll be right there. I'm not looking at pictures of Euseus naked or nothing. Sorry to make you go through all that trouble. Don't worry about it. Were you in the middle of studying there? I'm sorry if I interrupted you. No need to be sorry for that. How did you know I was studying there? You got pencil marks all over the sides of your hands. And what's with that bottle of lotion? Well then, you should make sure to do plenty of studying yourself. You don't want to find yourself falling behind. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Most of our classes seem like they'd be pretty hard too. Agreed. Besides, it'll be a chance to show up those snobby upper class students. I'll see you tomorrow then. Yeah, good night. Weirdo? Can I bust into your room? Couldn't interrupt him? I mean, just because we shouldn't do something doesn't mean I'm not gonna do it. Did we do the others? I think we did all those four, so let's go upstairs. I need to give Elisa her student notebook too. Alright, here goes. Who is it? It's me, not Reen, someone else entirely. What do you want? What are you even thinking coming to some innocent girl's room this late at night? What are you talking about? Why are you so gosh dang horny, girl? Okay, good point. I wouldn't have under normal circumstances, but there's something I need to give you. Reen explained that Toa asked him to hand out everyone's student notebooks. Oh. Okay, wait a moment. Hurry up and hand it over. Okay, just hold on a sec. Damn, girl. Ren took out Elisa's notebook. It should be this one. Let's see. Elisa, Ray. Don't read that. Oh, okay. Race. Is she? Yeah, she said her last name was R, right? So she's an Arnor. Wait, no, she said R, and it would be Arnor. Because the middle name of the royal family is Race Arnor, right? Or is Race the middle name, or is Race the start of the last name? Because, I mean, she does have blonde hair. It could be that she's, like, an Arnor member as well. But they just want to keep it on the down low. Can't let my guard down for a second, can I? Sorry, I can't tell which notebook is which without looking inside. I didn't really mean any harm. Or so you said. Anyway, that's all you wanted, isn't it? Good night, then. Okay. Guess I'll have to back off for tonight. But it seems that R is just an initial. Didn't finish reading her full name before she snatched it out of my hands, though. Is there a reason she's hiding it? I mean, that would make sense. I can't think of any other R names that are important that have been mentioned. But that would kind of make sense. Should be Faye's room. Is it Faye or Fee? Who's there? Nobody, because I'm busy drinking water. It's me, Reen. I've got something here for you. Coming. Cheers. Were you asleep? I didn't mean to wake you up. It's fine. I'm surprised you went to sleep this early, though. I mean, we just had dinner. I didn't have anything else to do. You done? Yeah, just wanted to give you the notebook. Right. She's a unique one, that girl. Wonder how she ended up as a student here, anyway. Yes, who is it? It's me, Reen. Do you have a moment? Ah, Reen, I'll be right there. Thank you. Oh, and an unrelated note. I get it, because it's a notebook. And how are you planning on spending the day tomorrow? I'm thinking I'll help out at the student council. How about you? I plan on looking at some more clubs. I haven't seen what the culture clubs have to offer yet, so I'll be visiting them tomorrow. Right, joining a club does sound like a good idea. Let me know if any of them seem really good. Alright, I will. Also, I do hope you're able to make up with Elisa soon. It's not our fault! Did you hear us just now? Well, you weren't exactly quiet. I think Elisa still needs to sort out her feelings about everything. But don't worry, I'm sure it'll all work out in the end. Thanks. Good night, Emma. Good night. Thank you for bringing me my notebook, too. You just can't resist her attraction to Reen's dark hair. Look at him. That blank expression. This should be Laura's room. And you may be wondering, who is Laura? Oh yeah, Laura's blue girl. Hey, Laura, are you in there? Is that you, Reen? I'll be right there. Thank you for taking the time to deliver it to me. Don't worry about it. What were you doing anyway? You didn't hear me knocking and you're covered in sweat. What? I was just practicing with a wooden sword. I must have been so focused on my practice that I didn't hear you at first. That's some concentration, alright. Maybe I should do some practicing when I get back to my room, too. Is that what the kids are calling it these days? You certainly don't want to neglect your training. I'd enjoy it if I had someone to duel with sometime, too. Well then, good night. Good night. So, I guess we just go back? Vacant room and instructor. So there's 2 vacant rooms in the dormitory. Interesting. So maybe some people will move in with us later in the game, or it may not be until the next game in the series for all we know. Kind of like the vacant rooms in Zero. Oh, what's up? You really can't beat an ice-cold beer after work. No, wait, maybe you can, with 2 ice-cold beers. Have you been drinking all night? At least try not to fall asleep here, okay? I don't want you to catch a cold. Don't you worry your pretty little head about me, I'm indestructible. Especially since I've got the day off tomorrow. You say like it totally excuses your entire night of drinking? Well, anyway, you were nice enough to take on some work for the student council, so that's a load off my shoulders. I'm looking forward to seeing how you perform tomorrow. Right. Wow, she went from plaster to bastard in the blink of an eye. Looks like there's a lot more to her than I thought. Maybe Reen should join the poetry club with bars like that. Anything here? Anything to loot? No? Well, I suppose that means we can get the hell out of here. He said this was locked, right? The vacant room. They won't let me leave. Alrighty. Wait, did we go in here? Yeah, we went in there. Alrighty. I know nobody wants to talk to me again. Well, there's you, but everyone else is like, don't talk to me. Let me talk to you. Anyway, it might be a good idea to rest for the day. I recommend you get a little relaxation in too, Reen. I think I can manage that. Can you, though? Can you? Should I call it a day? Cause the date to change and the main story to advance. Sunday, free day, baby, free day. We'll probably stop here in a second as soon as we get control over the game again. Student Council Tasks, April. Okay. Old Schoolhouse Mystery. I have reason to believe that strange phenomena have been occurring in the old schoolhouse of late. As such, I would like to request that 1 or more combat-ready students look into this and report back to me. Yeah, can we, like, get people to help us? I finished repairing a bunch of orbital tech here at the engineering club, but I need someone to deliver everything. Stop by the engineering building, left of the student union building, and I'll tell you more. George. Colette, I kinda dropped my student notebook and now I can't find it anywhere. Would anyone help me? One from the principal, one from the engineering club. Oh, and hey, one from another first year. Certainly wasn't expecting a request from the principal as one of my very first assignments. I hope I don't screw it up. I'm curious about the one from the engineering clubs too. Sounds interesting. Well, that girl, she can go fuck herself. We're not gonna help her. We will help her, but... Quest tabs automatically record your progress of all quests. They can be taken by selecting, press the select button. Some quests must be completed. Quests with this mark are not essential for investment in the story. Okay, receive 2 bonding points. Bonding events. On free days, special events can be triggered with certain class points and sub-characters. These are called bonding events. 1 point will be consumed each time. So apparently, we should have infinite of these so we can do all this stuff, which is nice. When the time of day advances to evening, all daytime bonding events and quests will no longer be available. In exchange, you'll receive 1 bonus point, which can be used to trigger an evening exclusive bonding event. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, we'll stop here and we will start doing our first free day in earnest in the next video. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.